Grim reading. Dunedin North MP David Clark is continuing his campaign to have the government reconsider cutting staff at Invermay near Mosgiel. 56 jobs are to be cut as part of an updated restructuring plan announced this week by the government, something Clark says is devastating news for Dunedin.
Look, I think this is incredibly short-sighted. It's bad for Dunedin, it's bad for New Zealand. Overall, this will mean that scientific capacity will continue to drop in the sector. We've lost people overseas already. They aren't shifting to Lincoln. In preference, they're going overseas.
Clark says in the past, Invermay has been a facility that people specifically moved to Dunedin to work at. But he says with all the changes being made, people are now simply moving away.
They came to Dunedin because these were the best jobs in that industry, the opportunity to make a real difference in terms of sheep meat productivity and other genetic advances, and now they're just leaving. It's really bad for Dunedin. These pay packets will not be spent here. Instead, some people are going to Brazil and other places, and that's just disappointing.
Clark says the latest report, signed off by Science and Innovation Minister Stephen Joyce, is almost identical to one that was discredited by the Auditor-General in 2014. The new report mentions leasing space at Invermay after the facilities have been moved. Clark says the sentiment is a familiar one, with similarities to leasing out hillside workshops, which remains mostly empty to this day.
Some of the assumptions are absolutely heroic. They're talking about leasing the facilities to third-party tenants once they've cleared more people out. They've already struggled to put third-party tenants in there now. So the business case doesn't really stack up. It never did. And the advice from the scientists inside Invermay was to keep this because this is where it works best. Most of New Zealand's genetic expertise is spread between Otago and Invermay in the animal genomics area.
He lays the blame for the threat to this directly on Science and Innovation Minister Stephen Joyce.
Well, the people who have rewritten this report were under instructions, no doubt, from the Minister. The material with this makes clear that the Minister has had his say. He's been sitting on the report for months. He sat on the report last time for months, and the only reason a Minister would do that was if they weren't up with the play or they were trying to influence the process.
The Ag Research report recommends that just 38 people remain working at the Mosgiel facility that once employed hundreds. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.